You're getting a little open on the stride, but a big thing that I would love to see is you'll see that back elbow duck, tuck under. So you have a lot of your swing is back behind you with that barrel dropping. If we could get most of that to come from a turning of the upper torso and trunk, so then your hands could be laser straight and fast out in front. Your first movement, you'll see the knob comes up, barrel drops down. A little bit of that elbow tuck, but biggest thing here is going to be you're chopping straight down directly towards that ball. If we could get it a little bit flatter. A little bit of a common theme is that swing back behind. Is that barrel immediately dropping down back behind, which is going to make the swing a little bit longer and cause you have to come and swing up through the ball. Same. You'll see that elbow tucking down and that barrel dropping back behind. Where you'll really notice this is on the high fastballs we can't catch up to, and those kind of weak fly balls to right field. Obviously, he hit amazing today, but I would just say that commanding that barrel in the back. Justin had to spend an entire season on the high tee, so you won't see it dropping as much. Biggest thing for Justin is going to be to make sure he's staying straight. He's not opening up, stepping towards third base, and then getting no outside plate coverage. So in Justin's mind, I would say he wants to try to hit everything to right center and then react on the balls inside and get those hands through. When you first look, you see a ton of moving parts, but it's really not about the moving parts. It's about when he goes to hit, his hands get tucked inside, kind of by his chest and by his stomach, and he doesn't get extension out in front and explode through the ball. We're going to take the flip side now, and you're going to have a big time load, and you're going to have a big step forward. You have momentum going forward, which is just pretty much the anti of what we've seen so far, and it's fine. Biggest thing with Charlie is going to be that he needs to make sure that when that front foot lands, it's rock solid. Slight bend and then rock solid as he's getting through his extension point, so he's not just kind of drifting. A little bit stronger with that back leg so he doesn't collapse, and then you'll see how as he turns his body, his arms go with, which is fine, but he never gets that right arm extended through that ball, so we want to have that kind of punch with that right arm punching through the ball right there, and it doesn't punch. This is C-ball, hit ball right here, all barrel, boom. We need to get a better load, so his hands will be a little bit higher and tucked back a little bit further on that load, then a little bit stronger on that front leg to transfer that momentum through his hands. But this dude commands his barrel amazingly on top. Yeah, I would just say just a better load. He starts to load, but then when he goes to swing his hands, drop and come out a little bit, so he's only getting about 75% of his swing. If we could flatten out that barrel, drop it a little bit, and get those hands up a little bit higher by his ear on that load, you just have that much more on a swing. Probably a little too much bat wrap, and sometimes on outside pitches he comes outside to come around the ball. But outside of that, keep rocking it, and I'd like to see him a little bit stronger through his lower half, through contact and into his follow through. Homie needs to be a lot bigger with his stride and his load. He just starts so late, so then he can't get the barrel up front and gets beat. So we need to get a forward stride and a bigger load, and I think he'll be much better then.